Namaste children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. So today we will discuss with the new topic, that is DNA fingerprinting. Now what is DNA fingerprinting? DNA fingerprinting, it gives us the personal identification. It gives us the personal identification. And this DNA fingerprint, which is produced during the process of the DNA fingerprinting method, it is different in the different organisms. It produces different bands, but somehow it produces same bands during the paternity test, because some sequences are there that are the VNTR sequences, and these sequences that are same, means in the parents as well as in their offspring, somehow they are same, so that's why they produce the same bands. So it helps in paternity test also. So this is one of the application. First we will discuss about the method of the DNA fingerprinting, and later on we will discuss about the applications of the DNA fingerprinting. Now what are these VNTRs? VNTRs, these are the variable number of the tandem repeats, and these sequences that are different in the different organisms. Okay, in the previous lecture we discussed that around 99.9% sequences that are same in the different organisms, but around 0.1% sequences that are different. And this is the basic principle on which the DNA fingerprinting method it is based. Now next is that these sequences that are the repeated sequences and that are present in the non-coding region of the DNA. Now let's discuss the method of the DNA fingerprinting. So first is the sample that we took for the DNA fingerprinting. It can be blood, it can be a semen, body fluid, or some tissues, skin extract, etc. Now these contain the cells, and these cells they contain the DNA. Now how this DNA, for the process of the DNA fingerprinting, it is extracted from the cell. So how it is extracted? By the process of the centrifugation. So by the process of the centrifugation method, these DNA that are extracted. Okay, now the DNA that is extracted. Now the second step is, if suppose this DNA that is present in the damaged situation, so we have to produce more copies of the DNA, and this is known as the amplification. This is known as amplification. Okay, this is known as amplification, means producing more copies of the same DNA, and this can be done by the PCR method. Now these days mainly this is done by the PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction. In the biotech chapter we will discuss this process in detail. For now you should know only this, that PCR, it is a machine and it is used for producing the more copies of this DNA. Okay, now next is, third is, by the action of the restriction enzyme. By the action of the restriction enzyme, which are also known as the restriction endonucleases. So by the action of the restriction enzymes, this DNA that is cut into fragments at the specific sites. Okay, suppose this is the specific site. So this restriction enzyme, it will produce a cut here, here, here. Means at the particular specific site, it will produce the cut in the DNA segment. And then it produces the DNA fragments. It produces a lot of DNA fragments. These are the DNA fragments. Okay. Now the next step is that when the DNA fragments that are produced, then these DNA fragments, they should contain the VNTR sequences also. When the means restriction enzyme, it produce the cut, so we have to take only those restriction enzyme which will produce the cut and produce the DNA fragments having the VNTR sequences, means the repeated sequences. So these DNA fragments, they should contain the VNTR sequences. Okay, so next is that these DNA fragments then loaded in the agarose gel electrophoresis. Okay, these are loaded in the agarose gel electrophoresis. Now what is the agarose gel electrophoresis? In this, there are wells that are present, and this DNA sample, it is loaded in these wells, and then electricity that is passed, and this is the positive charge and this is the negative, having the negative charge here. So as all of you know, the DNA fragments, they contain the negative charge, they contain the negative charge. So these DNA fragments, they will run from here to here, means they will migrate towards the positive charge. First of all, you should know that what is agarose gel electrophoresis. Electrophoresis means it is a technique in which the DNA fragments that are separated on the basis of the length, and charge. Okay, so on the basis of length and the charge, they will separated. How they will separated? This is agarose gel. Agarose gel, it is a kind of gel like structure having the wells here. These wells are empty. So in these wells, the DNA fragments that are loaded, in these wells, then what will happen? After the loading, then the electricity that is passed, and then these DNA fragments, on the basis of their length and charge, they will separate, they will migrate, they will run over the agarose gel. And when they will run over the agarose gel, then what will happen? On the basis of the length, they will get separate. Means the DNA of the smaller size, they will run faster as compared to the longer size DNA. Okay. So the DNA which will migrate fast, they are of the small length, and the DNA which are having the large size, they will run slowly. So on this basis, the DNA fragments, they will get separate. And why the DNA fragments, they will run from here to here? Because the DNA fragments, they acquire the negative charge and they move towards the positive charge of the gel. So this process is known as the electrophoresis, and in this process, in the agarose gel electrophoresis, what happened? On the basis of the length and charge, the DNA fragments, they will get separate. Now next is alkaline treatment. Alkaline treatment. Now what is alkaline treatment? Alkaline treatment means that this DNA, this is double stranded. Okay, this is double stranded. So alkaline treatment convert this DNA strand, this DNA into the single stranded. So alkaline treatment, it make the DNA single stranded. Makes DNA single stranded. Now next is that these DNA segments, then they are transferred over the nitrocellulose sheet. Okay, and this is known as Southern blotting. This is known as Southern blotting. What is Southern blotting? Southern blotting means that the DNA fragments that are present, these single-stranded DNA fragments which are present over the agarose gel electrophoresis, they then transferred over the nitrocellulose sheet. Nitrocellulose sheet. So they will be transferred over the nitrocellulose sheet. Okay. Now I am doing here like this. This is the nitrocellulose sheet, and these are the DNA fragments which are transferred over this. Now what is the purpose for this? Because now they have to react, they have to make bond with the radioactive DNA probe. So that's why they are transferred over the nitrocellulose sheet. Now next step, that is radioactive DNA probes. Now radioactive DNA probes they are added to this nitrocellulose sheet. So when the radioactive DNA probes that are provided to the nitrocellulose sheet, now actually what are these radioactive DNA probes? Radioactive DNA probes that having the complementary base sequences with the VNTR sequences, means the DNA fragments which are having the VNTR sequences, so they have the complementary base sequences which are present in the DNA probes. These DNA probes that are also single-stranded and they are prepared artificially in the lab. They are prepared artificially in the lab and they contain the complementary base sequences which can base pair with the VNTRs which are present over the DNA fragments. And if suppose these DNA probes having the complementary base sequences, then they will get means base pairs with this. But if suppose they are not having the complementary base sequences, then they will not pair up with the DNA fragments. Okay. So in this way, we will come to know about the suspect or the crime scene or the paternity test. So as the radioactive DNA probes that are provided, these are also known as DNA labeled probes. So what happened? That they will combine with the DNA fragments having the VNTRs. And these are the probes. Okay, so they will combine with the DNA sequences if suppose having the complementary base sequences. So now next is X-ray film. X-ray film, it is exposed. When the X-ray film it is exposed, okay, so then what will happen? These bands it will be exposed, means it will appear, and it is known as autoradiography. It is known as autoradiography. Autoradiography means that the DNA bands which will form here that are now visible over the X-ray film. Okay, so now over the X-ray film these DNA bands that are visible. Now students, let's discuss this process again once, that what we have done till now. So first of all, the DNA that is extracted by the process of the centrifugation. Then after that what will happen? By the process of the PCR. What is PCR? That is polymerase chain reaction. The DNA fragments means more number of the copies that are produced if suppose the DNA fragments that are in the damaged conditions. Then okay, so that we will get more number of the copies. Now next are the restriction enzymes. By the help of the restriction enzymes, the DNA fragments that are cut and produce the DNA fragments having the VNTRs. Okay, means these restriction enzymes, they produce the cut at the specific site. Then after that, these DNA fragments that are loaded over the agarose gel electrophoresis, and in the agarose gel electrophoresis they will get separated on the basis of the length and charge. Okay, so on the basis of the length and charge they will get separated, and the small fragments, they will run faster as compared to the larger ones, and on the basis of the charge also they will migrate, because DNA, they contain the negative charge, so they will migrate towards the positive charge of the gel. Now next is that by the process of the alkaline treatment they will be converted into the single stranded. Why? Because later on they have to make the base pairs with the DNA probes, so that is the reason. Now next is the Southern blotting. Southern blotting means that these DNA fragments which are produced over the gel electrophoresis, it has to be transferred over the nitrocellulose sheet, and when it will be transferred over the nitrocellulose sheet, then it is known as the Southern blotting. Then the radioactive DNA probes that are produced having the VNTRs, so that they will make the complementary base pairing with the VNTRs that are present in the DNA fragments that we will produce from the sample. Okay, so when the X-ray film that is exposed at that time, these DNA fragments which are base paired with the DNA probes that are visible as the bands, and this is known as autoradiography, and this is known as the DNA fingerprints. In this way, we will get the DNA fingerprints from the sample. Now we will discuss about the applications of the DNA fingerprinting.